The time now is 9:01. I'm meteorologist Brittany Begley watching and tracking those thunderstorms as they slowly start to clear out of our area. Taking a live look at the Southwest Freeway, you can see traffic actually picking up in both directions. The atmosphere in this shot is dry, but boy, those roadways are wet and slippery. Want to show you a different look at the traffic happening now. You can see this is Beltway 8 at Market Street, exit south, and you can still see some rain coming down here, coming down right now as we speak, and then the ponding on the interstate. So again, take it slow if you have to be out in the roadways. We are still concerned with the consistent rain that we got and some secondary roadways, definitely looking at that flooding. Now, some good news is that a flood advisory for the Houston area into Bush Airport and up to the north has now expired as those thunderstorms are pushing through. We're finally at the tail end. We've been watching a line of showers, a couple of them, since around 2:30, 3 o'clock this afternoon, and we really just haven't had a break until now. We're still not out of the woods. We're just looking a lot better than what we have been the past couple of hours. So looking at active weather, again, the first news is that that flood advisory for Houston, parts of Bush into Woodland has now expired. That's the good news. We will continue to watch this cluster right here, Houston into the Sugar Land area as that thunderstorm starts to wind down, but it's still active. So pushing in just a little bit tighter so we can see the areas of rain. Again, this is going to be Friendswood, Pearland, Brookside Village, just east of that Hobby. Oh, it's right on 45 like we were thinking it would be this time of night. We can see 45 again, Hobby, that rain coming down for us. Not seeing a lot of lightning with this, but we are seeing that rain up into Pasadena into that corridor of 225. So rain, not a lot of lightning with this, but Friendswood, Pearland, Brookside Village, South Houston, Pasadena, we're seeing the rain coming down as it slowly shifts to the east. So this is looking so much better than what we have been dealing with, but still we have to watch out for those thunderstorms there. And then we'll continue to watch just down to the south right here as those thunderstorms roll through the area. So this will be, again, we're watching that 45 corridor near Pearland and Hobby, and then Manville down south close to Holiday Lakes. You can see that cluster of thunderstorms. And then we have another one right here. This is going to be Lake Jackson, an area, again, that's been hit hard, especially on Thursday with that rain. Lake Jackson, that cluster, and then Sweeney to the west into that Galveston area. We're going to see some rain right here. This is going to be Oyster Creek as we make our way down to the east. So this is going to be lightning with this, just heavier downpours at Lake Jackson, Richwood into Oyster Creek to the east of that, Port Morris up into Hoskins. We're seeing that rain. So looking better than what we started, but still we have a couple clusters that we'll continue to watch. That really is going to be that line of thunderstorms. Basically, we watched it come from the Austin area, make its way into Houston, and now we are just east of Houston, Clear Lake, Houston, into that I-10 corridor. And then if you look up to the north up here, what we're seeing, let me check right there. I want to watch that little corridor because we have a little bit of time, so we'll check right up to the north. Let's see if we have any, okay, I wanted to see if that were heavier downpours or if that were like, this is going to be the Spring area up to the north, so Northampton and Spring, Charterwood. You can see rain coming down, not really thunderstorms, but still consistent rain and a busier area. So if you live in, here's 45, here's 99, here's going to be Spring into Northampton. You can see rain coming down Charterwood, Spring into the Bush, Humble area. Again, it's not too heavy. It's looking better than what we've been showing you the past couple of hours, but still it's a wet mess. And this is just an interchange. It's late at night, and so it just puts us at a higher risk for an accident. If anything, that would be my primary concern. And then we can see right here, again, lightning strikes are 0. That's good. That's what we want to see. But what I'm watching is going to be right here. Here's I-8 right here, Beltway 8. And then here's 69. It's that interchange. So these are always a concern. Those bridges, overpasses, and ramps are just going to be a little more slippery than other places, especially with the consistent rain that we had, making this, even though we're not seeing heavier downpours, we're definitely seeing that rain come down, and we're not seeing lightning. It's still very dangerous. This is 8. This is going to be 69, that interchange, and I believe we have some construction just making it a little more stressful than usual. You throw in the fact that it is Father's Day weekend, and there are a lot of people that are traveling that aren't used to this area in general, aren't used to construction, aren't used to that rain coming down. And even though it's still lighter, it's still a primary concern in terms of safety in accidents and traffic flow, especially late at night. So again, we'll continue to watch 8 near 69, close to the Humboldt area and the airport too. We've had ground stops multiple times today, so we're probably still seeing delays. So again, check your flight if you're headed out. The good news is that this will be clearing out in the next couple of hours, and we're going to get a break Monday morning. That is great because we've just seen so many storms. I mean, yesterday morning we were busy. Thursday was busy. Today it's been busy again since 2 o'clock. Wide view shows you every area that we're looking at. I'm going to push it right here into our viewing area. What we're looking at, about 105 lightning strikes. So it's active, but considering around 3 o'clock, we were seeing the lightning counter up to 800, 900, even 1200 at one point. You can see that intensity is dying down. In fact, what we're seeing right here is this line of thunderstorms we've been tracking basically from the Brennan College Station area. I would say maybe 5 o'clock, so the past 4 hours, pushing through to the east. Again, that line is right now. It's going to be just near Sugarland, into Clear Park, into the east side of I-10 corridor and east of Bush, and then up to the Cleveland area. We're seeing a little bit of just north heavier downpours. Still seeing showers in Liberty, but not as many lightning strikes happening now. Just that rain. It's going from scattered showers to more concentrated. This is going to be right there near that 69 corridor where we're seeing some rain pick up, but it's definitely not a 10 in terms of code red concern. It's just going to be more rain after a day of a lot of rain. I think we're all tired of the rain, and yes, more rain is headed our way. So looking at future track, again, we're looking better than what we started at 8 o'clock hour. We're really watching that west side of the map. Looking at it now, again, it's going to be just about watching them break up, those cells break up just a little bit by 10 o'clock when we go live on air. What we will be tracking is more scattered showers, lighter showers. That's the good news, but we aren't ruling out, again, that chance for a cluster of cells to develop into thunderstorms in those gusty conditions of 35 miles per hour. So at 10 o'clock when we go on live and you join us, I-10 is right here and this is 45. So it's going to be right in the middle that we have that chance again for thunderstorms, maybe that potential for small hail. We'll see if it all holds together and how long it's going to push through right now to determine what happens at 10. But overall, it's going to start clearing up, I think, maybe now around the 11 o'clock hour. So I'm going to show you that 10-day forecast because I know not only do we have to get through tonight, and hopefully a lot of you are already in bed, but we do have to get through tomorrow as well. Looking at your next week, you can see that forecast. Again, temperatures today, actually, we were in the 80s, but with that humidity, it made it feel like close to triple digits. So it still felt really hot and sticky. Then we had all those thunderstorms. And if you're thinking, all right, well, what's up for tomorrow? Pretty much the same thing. What we'll watch is going to be those afternoon thunderstorms into the evening, like we had today. So the morning, it was clear, it was sunny, and then all of a sudden it just popped through. But that's the summer in Houston. And then if you're asking when are we going to get a break, that's not really anytime soon. You can see that 10-day forecast just showing you that those thunderstorms are going to be lasting every day this week, even next weekend. We have that more rain headed our way. So big picture, we're going to just recap really quickly. Southwest Freeway right here. We have shown you this camera off and on at points. During that 3 o'clock all the way to 9 o'clock, we weren't even able to see the interstate until we got some breaks, and now it's looking better. It looks like maybe some police activity on the corner. Beltway 8 at Market Street, exit south. Is rain still coming down? Looks a little bit better in terms of the past 8 minutes is cleared up. So this is the kind of storm we've had. Still seeing ponding on the roadway, and you're going to see that, especially it's the secondary roadways. One thing interesting with Houston is you can see right here, we have our bridges or overpasses and ramps, and then those holes right there, that's where all that water goes. So it's always the secondary roadways that we're concerned about with flooding and how we get into a lot of trouble in the Houston area. Big picture again, quickly, Storm Tracker 2, we're seeing that a flood advisory for the Houston area that was up into the Bush Airport. Into the Woodlands, that expired at 8:45, so that's good. It's been this cluster of thunderstorms that we've been tracking really basically from Austin, hitting College Station, Brenham, making its way into Houston. Now we're at the I-1045 corridor. It's definitely breaking up, but still lightning isn't as tense as it was, but it's still there, and we're still seeing a cluster of downpours. Again, this is going to be Houston into Sugar Land near that 45 corridor, although things are looking better as the majority of those thunderstorms, that line we're watching, finally is off to the coast. What we'll watch when we to go live at 10 is that chance for some still right here, these chance right here for isolated thunderstorms here and the more widespread showers up to the north. That is the big story for us as those warmer temperatures head our way. Overnight, we're going to dry out as you wake up on Monday morning. Thankfully, it is going to be dry. Next round from thunderstorms is going to be Monday afternoon into the evening. And of course, your weather team is going to update you. We'll have a live update coming up at 9:30 and a full report of everything you need to know coming up at 10 o'clock. We'll show you Storm Tracker 2 live updates followed by Futurecast so you can plan for the rest of your week. We'll see you then. Be safe tonight.